Alright, this is my first time using this head-mounted camera, so if you hate the video, I apologize. And if you love it, great. Gonna turn on the AC. A little hot in Florida. I'll pause the video when we're stuck in traffic until I get out to 95. But I'll do a little city driving so you get an idea of how the car drives. Not sure if you can see, but that's 3,000 RPMs, 60 miles an hour in fourth gear. That's 70 miles an hour. see why I slowed down. I'll pause it here until I make it to the interstate. Had a little technical difficulties there. So the camera started recording late. We're on 95 South. I got on 95 South. For those of you who have been to Daytona, at the Harley dealership where Bike Week happens, and we're going to get off at the Speedway exit. And if nothing's going on at the Speedway, we'll get out there and do a walk-around video of the car at the Speedway. We're in 5th gear, 3,200 RPMs, 80 miles an hour. There's a nice G55. What really impressed me about this car when I drove it back from Amelia Island, which is just under a 2-hour drive. Well, we drove it up with the top up, doing about 80, 85 the whole way, and the wind noise isn't terrible. And when we drove it back, it was top down, and we had the windows up, and again, the wind noise was not bad at all, and really just a comfortable car to drive. That perfect balance between driving a vintage car, but also it's modern enough that you have the good air conditioning and it's plenty fast to keep up with traffic. About 88. Miles an hour hands-free. not sure if you can see the gauges all that well. Fuel or oil is fine where it should be. Oil temp is at the first big line, kind of in the center where it should be, and we're right in the center here. The clock works. You notice when we started the video, it was about 10 till, and now we're at noon. And the odometer just clicked 74 miles, and so odometer works as it should. No lights, air is blowing cold. I debated if I should put a modern stereo in the car, and ultimately I figured somebody may want a Porsche Classic radio or some other brand. What I will say is there is an aftermarket amp and in the front boot, and the speakers are also aftermarket, and that all works great. And so I would perhaps replace the deck, but I would use the existing speakers because, like I said, they sound great. And the amp pushes plenty of power. Might be a personal preference there if you swap out the amp for a smaller format modern unit, but it works fine. I should have a Cayenne diesel bring a trailer here in the next couple weeks. never been to Daytona, this is the main drag that brings you right into Daytona. It's International Speedway Boulevard. You can imagine it's named that because there's a speedway coming up on the right. Now, looks like the Ferrari series was here this past weekend. And here we are at the Speedway.